Hello students, today we will read chapter number 4, Jainism and Buddhism. Let's start. The 16th century BC is considered a wonderful century in history. Great thinkers like Buddha, Mahavira, Hercules, Zoroaster, Confucius and Lao lived and preached their ideas in this century. In India, the republican institutions were strong in the 6th century BC. This enabled rise of heterodox sects against the orthodox religion dominated by rites and rituals. Among them, the most successful were Jainism and Buddhism, whose impact on the Indian society was remarkable. Causes for the rise of Jainism and Buddhism. The primary cause for the rise of Jainism and Buddhism was the religious unrest in India in the 6th century BC. The complex rituals and sacrifices advocated in the later Vedic period were not acceptable to the common people. The sacrificial ceremonies were also found to be too expensive. The superstitious beliefs and mantras confused the people. The teachings of Upanishads, all alternative to the system of sacrifices, were highly philosophical in nature and therefore not easily understood by all. Therefore, what was needed in the larger interest of the pupil was a simple, short, and intelligible way to salvation for all people. Such religious teaching should also be in a language known to them. This need was fulfilled by the teachings of Buddha and Mahavira. Other than the religious factors, social and economic factors also contributed to the rise of these two religions. The rigid caste system prevalent in India generated tensions in the society. Higher classes enjoyed certain privileges which were denied to the lower classes. Also, the Kshatriyas had resented the domination of the priestly class. It should also to be noted that both Buddha and Mahavira belonged to Kshatriya origin. The growth of trade led to the improvement in the economic conditions of the Vaishyas. As a result, they wanted to enhance their social status, but the orthodox Varna system did not allow this. Therefore, they began to extend support to Buddhism and Jainism. It was this merchant class that extended the chief support to these new religions. Jainism. Life of Bharadhumana Mahavira. Vardhaman Mahavira was the 24th Tirthankara of the Jain tradition. He was born at Kundagrama near Vaishali to Kshatriya parent Siddhartha and Trishala. He married Yashoda and gave birth to a daughter. At the age of 30, he became an ascetic and wandered for 12 years. In the 13th years of his penance, he attained the highest spiritual knowledge called Kevala Ghana. Thereafter, he was called Mahavira and Jinnah. His followers were called Jains and his religion Jainism. He preached his doctrines for 30 years and died at the age of 72 at Pava near Rajagira. Teachings of Mahavira. The three principles of Jainism, also known as Tritanas, are right faith, right knowledge, right conduct. Right faith is the belief in the teachings and wisdom of Mahavira. Right knowledge is the acceptance of the theory that there is no God and that the world has been existing without a creator and that all objects possesses a soul. Right conduct refers to the observance of the five great vows: not to injure life, not to lie, not to steal, not to acquire property, not to lead immoral life. Both the clergy and laymen had to strictly follow the doctrine of ahimsa. Mahavira regarded all objects, both animate and inanimate, have souls and various degrees of consciousness. They possess life and feel pain when they are injured. Mahavira rejected the authority of the Vedas and objected to the Vedic rituals. He advocated a very holy and ethical code of life. Even the practice of agriculture was considered sinful as it causes injury to the earth, worms, and animals. Similarly, the doctrine of asceticism, the renunciation, was also carried to extreme length by the practice of starvation, nudity, and other forms of self torture. Spread of Jainism. Mahavira organized the Sangha to spread his teachings. He admitted both men and women in the Sangha, which consisted of both monks and lay followers. The rapid spread of Jainism was due to the dedicated work of the members of the Sangha. It spread rapidly in western India and Karnataka. Chandragupta Maurya, Kharavela of Kalinga, and the royal dynasties of South India, such as the Gangas, the Kadambas, the Chalukyas, and the Rashtrakutas, patronized Jainism. By the end of the 4th century BC, there was a serious famine in the Gangas valley. A Jain monk led by Bahadur Bagu and Chandragupta Maurya came to Shravana Belgola in Karnataka. Those who stayed back in North India were led by a monk named Stulabahu, who changed the code of conduct for the monks. This led to the division of Jainism into two sects, Savetambaras and Digambaras. The first Jain council was convened at Patliputra by Sutalabahu, the leader of the Digambaras. In the beginning of 3rd century BC, the second Jain council was held at Vallabhi in 5th century AD. The final compilations of Jain literature, called 12 Angas, was completed in the council. Buddhism. Life of Gautam Buddha. Gautam or Siddhartha, the founder of Buddhism, was born in 567 BC in Lumbini Garden near Kapilavastu. His father was Subodhana of the Sakya clan and mother Maya Devi. As his mother died at childbirth, he was brought up by his aunt Prajapati Gautami. At the age of 16, he married.